Hello, everyone. This is Dwayne Golden. It's a pleasure to be here with you, my friends from the Netherlands. And of course, I'm from Medellin, Colombia, North America, Kuwait, Philippines, and Canada. Where else are we? It's good to see you all here. I wanted to say a few things. First of all, to welcome you to an overview of Ingreso Cybernetico from a corporate standpoint. And before I begin the actual presentation, I want to let you know that we do send our deepest thoughts and love prayers to your loved ones, those of you who've had challenges, who live anywhere near the recent flooding, I think in Houston, Texas. And at the same time, we trust you've had a wonderful, happy Memorial Day weekend with your families. Morocco, wow, awesome stuff. So as we begin this webinar tonight, I'm going to begin in a PowerPoint presentation and tell you about a little bit about the company and about where we're coming from. And before I transition over there, I would tell you that if you're looking for a place where you can do things that are pushing the envelope in the way things are done appropriately, and the way they may be done ethically when dealing with people in an organization or downlines, this is not the place. If you're looking for a place where it's all about being hypey, you're not going to find that. You're not going to find us trying to arm wrestle and compete with who can be the hypiest. No, we're here to represent an opportunity to help people no matter where they live in the world, with a desire to have a home business that can work in a way where it can help provide for the people you love most. That's who we are, and that's what we do. So that being said, I'm going to go out to a PowerPoint presentation where I'm going to share with you what exactly we are representing here at Ingreso Cybernetico, and also who we are. So just go ahead and you can let me know when you see my screen. If you could see my screen, go ahead and type in the number 1. And I will know I'm at the right place at the right time. Can you see it? If you can, type in the number 1. Fantastic. That being said, I will begin. If you look at my screen, I want you to note that, first let me make sure, yes. You look at on my left, you'll see Juan Carlos Olaya Zapata. He is my business partner. He's the president of Ingreso Cybernetico. We brought him on in the spring of 2013. He's doing an amazing job. He lives in Medellin, Colombia. We have shared a love for the internet. We share a love for home business, a love for helping people no matter where they live in the world. And we're grateful to God for what we've been able to do under his leadership as the president of this company. Look to on your left or my right, or my left and your right, I want you to see Jatin Patel. Jatin Patel is the CIO of this company. All that we're able to benefit from with our tools and products, they've been done under the leadership of Jatin Patel and his amazing design and programming team. We together share a vision to have a company that can offer an opportunity to provide for people opportunities they wouldn't see or have elsewhere, to have an opportunity to change their life as they know it through great products, but also a compensation plan that right now is servicing people in the better parts of 154 countries. We've been fortunate enough that we began in one small pocket of the world. We began in Latin America only as a software providing company for Latin American business opportunity seekers and for businesses small and large. Everything was only in Spanish. However, in 2013, in the winter, or I guess around November of 2013, we met with some leaders from the United States and began to do business in the United States. And within 2 months, had to have our site translated into English. And then, of course, the rest is the story, where we began to grow in other parts of the world outside of Latin America, then North America, Europe, and of course, everywhere else now. Now that I've said that, that's who we are. Our vision Our vision is to touch every country in the world with this opportunity to provide without hype, without falsehoods, without fraud, without all of those things involved. We believe in a new culture. In fact, you'll note you're not going to see us as owners out there talking about how much money people are making. They do it themselves. And what we do is we have rules. If someone's out there saying that they've done something, we let them know that we have rules. We will actually block someone from our site and from our company if, in fact, they are fraudulently making false claims and things of that sort. The interesting thing is, I know that many seek out the hypiness and the energy around money, 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 money. Money is a byproduct of doing the things we believe that doing the things that you should when you have a home business. And money's not necessarily everything within a business. You have to have some substance behind it. So we created state-of-the-art software, which you're going to hear about in a little bit, that because of the software we've been able to utilize, we're able to pay our members in 9 different ways, maybe more. I'll let you know in a moment as I get to it. So that being said, I'm going to move on, but how many of you agree that it's time that a company can literally focus on the true north rather than shifting in the direction of whatever a leader tells them or wherever the marketplace deems they have to go? They actually stays true to a common cause. How many of you believe that that's important? Because when the company does that, then they can still designate the majority of the resources and energy towards every member, not just the top 3 or 4. And certainly that it's time that companies close the door on people misusing their leadership to take advantage of people who are in their organization and take money from them and things of that sort. We believe in putting a halt to it. We spent quite a bit of money last year in setting up the boundaries to protect our members. Now let's move on so we can see where we go from here. We have 10 different ways that you can get paid with our company. And as I talk about that, I want to go back in a minute. After I tell you how they get paid, I'm going to share with you what these products are. We have what's called 2x2 business centers, the most common ways of being paid. We also have the ability, we have digital products that we allow all of our members to have at no cost. You have digital products that are already set up with websites that you can utilize and sell. We have residual unit level commissions. You can earn up to 12 levels depending on which business centers you have. We have the entrepreneur level bonus for people that just get started in an entrepreneur level. You have the ability to earn a residual income through this bonus level through three different levels. We actually give away contest bonuses every month. And we have what we call fast start bonuses. When people get started with the President's Circle, you can earn in a residual manner that way, or I should say through several levels, through 5 levels, you could earn an income of bonuses when people sign up for that. We have an affiliate partnership, which you'll be hearing more about that in the upcoming weeks as we're unleashing all of our new features to that project. We also have live chat services that you can offer to other companies using our system, and that those companies will pay you directly, and you can just manage that support for them. We also have something called team building bonus. Now that I mentioned that, a lot of people say, well, we always hear about money with companies, right? And we sometimes hear about these products that really don't exist. Like you get to play games at for so many hours, and that's your product. We've heard all kinds of things. But with ours, we actually have products that are being used daily from our people around the world and from our customers. We have our own webinar platform like the one you're enjoying right now that comes with being a member at Ingreso Cybernetico at any level. With this, you have the opportunity to load them if someone else has done them and they want to share it with you. You have all kinds of cool features with our webinar platform. We have our cloud system that allows you to back up your entire computer and store it in a cloud. At the same time, utilize that cloud service for your videos, your music, all of your movies and things of that sort. Your family photos, doesn't matter. You can actually back up your entire hard drive of your computer, and at the same time be able to access it daily like you do with Dropbox and things like that, except we don't limit the fact that you're backing up. You can do it all right there inside of Ingreso Cloud. We have Magic Responder. Magic Responder is our autoresponder where you can have unlimited campaigns so you can send messages out to people. You're here today because someone sent you an email message inviting you. You wouldn't be here otherwise. It's the only way to know about what we have is if someone sent you a message. Well, our system sends messages, millions of messages each day around the world. Now, you can send broadcasts, you can use it for newsletters, you can use it for your church functions, you could use it for business. There's no limits to how you can use that system. I mentioned Chat and Serve, which is our ability to provide live chat support to different businesses. We also have IC marketing funnels, which some call lead pages. We can literally, through a simple point and click, drag and drop, create different sales pages, opt-in pages. You can create launch pages. You also have the ability to integrate it with our webinar platform and different autoresponder systems. It's really neat how it works, and it includes things like surveys and the ability to create payment buttons and or other within it. I must continue. We have our IC Host World, where you get a specific amount of hosting when you join with us, so you don't have to go out and pay for hosting every month through GoDaddy and other places. It's included with our package when you become a member here. As long as you are a Smart Order client, for just $25 a month, you get all the hosting and access to everything you see here. We also create mobile applications for businesses around the world, and at the same time, we allow our members, depending on what level of business centers they have, to access one or two of those as well, and then have the ability to sell them if they are affiliate partners. We have lots of products here that I didn't go through, such as our IC Language Institute and digital products, and of course, the ability to our domain selling. Now, we have other products that we've recently added that are not included here, such as we have a membership suite. We have a membership suite along with our drag and drop website creator, Ingreso blog creator. We've got other products that we include in these packages. Here's where the money comes from. When people sign up, and depending on what level, they get a certain amount of access. And because they get access, they put themselves in position to be paid in 10 different ways. Let's take a look at the first way, which is 2x2 business centers. 2x2 business centers, they call Matrix, and people came out and said companies that do this can't last more than 3 to 5 months, maybe a year. And we're blessed and fortunate in our third year, looking to go into our fourth, and with a great excitement and growth, product-wise, membership-wise, and other. How do we do it? We do it because the reason companies are able to succeed or not is not based on the type of compensation. It's how all of the stuff is managed congruently with boundaries set up between the members and the company and itself to protect each member and their income. Now, that being said, what is a 2x2 business center? Well, basically, when you get started with us, you have the opportunity to identify two people, and they can identify two people. Any combination of you sponsoring two people, one person, 6 people, as long as this thing fills up, you're paid a specific amount of money. Now, granted, what if you get started, you don't know what you're doing, and perhaps you bring one person in, right? And then the person who brought you in brings someone in, they land in your business center. Then it gets crazier. Maybe the person you brought in 2 people. Yet you only brought one person so far who signed up for $50. But maybe at this point, you got another one. And here's the way it works. Business centers fill up from left to right, top to bottom, in the order in which they come in. So now that you've brought someone in, these others are already filled. The next available spot is where that person goes. So now you brought in 2 people, and yet others have brought people in, it's filled. You've earned $125 plus when any of these guys that you brought in, when any of these 2 you brought in, when their business center completes, you're going to earn a residual income every time they fill a business center as well. But I'll get to that. This is called our entrepreneur level. It only costs $50 to get started with it, right? And with that $50, as soon as your business center fills, guess what happens? You earn $125. Doesn't sound like a lot of money, probably to you. You've probably seen on Facebook all of these people with different levels of checks. This is the entry level. That's why we call it entrepreneur level. So entrepreneurs come in, they want to get started, find what it's about. They get started earning at this level. But it gets better. I'll go down the line. The next business center is called a business specialist business center. This business center, it's unique in that it costs $100 to get started, not $50, but it pays out in $300. Just like every business center with our company, it fills from left to right, top to bottom, which means if you have no one in these business centers, someone comes in, they fill your first available left spot. If both people under you are filled, both these positions are filled, the next available spot would be the next one. So from left to right, top to bottom, no matter what the combination is, if you sponsor one of them or none of them, you earn $300 every single time. Every single time. So now, this business center is called Business Specialist. It pays out in $300. So here's what I want you to imagine. Let's suppose you're less than average. You can do this. You can do this once a week, right? Let's say every 7 to 10 days you can do this. That means you earn $300 every 7 to 10 days, which at the end of the month you've made an additional $900. But at the same time, while you're doing that, perhaps you also do the entrepreneur level the same way. Now you're making $125. Here's what that means. It means that you're earning between $1,100 and $1,200 a month just by filling these business centers using our software. This is just the beginning because it gets so much better. I want to share with you what happens as we go down the line. We started off with the entrepreneur level. Then we went to the business specialist level. When you get to the business manager level, it changes the game entirely. Here's what I mean. The business manager level costs $300 to get started. Many take the money that they earn from this level just to get to this one so they can start earning at a higher level. Remember, the business centers don't change their structure. In fact, any combination of 6 at any level pays you the end amount. What I mean is, if people get started with you, whether you sponsor one of them, all of them, or none of them, when your business center fills, you will generate $900 every time. Imagine doing that every 15 days. Twice a month, you're earning $900. That'd be $1,800. But what if you're still generating once a week, $300, and once a week, $125. When you add all that up, this is where those checks are coming from that you see on Facebook. A lot of you guys probably thought it was fake. You weren't sure how it was happening. We'll be more than happy to tell you that we have never, ever promoted false advertisements about payments from any of our members, and we don't allow them to do it. If they're found doing it, we actually clip their wings, and they no longer have an account with us. So here's how they're making it. They're making it by completing business centers. And then they teach their people how to do it. It gets crazy now. You know, if the business manager level literally changes the game entirely, what happens at the business director level? Well, it just basically gives you a different lifestyle. Your lifestyle changes with this one. By being a business director, you're still doing the same amount of work you did in the others, except it costs a different amount to get started, but it pays out much better. This business center takes literally 6 people, whether you sponsor one of them, all of them, or none of them. I recommend, if you want this to happen more often, participate in your own success. You bring as many as you can in, because here's what happens. At the end, right, of this thing filling, you have $1,500 that goes into your e-wallet ready for the next commission cycle. Real stuff. No hype, no gimmicks, real stuff. So, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to stop for a second and tell you something. I know you guys, you hear all kinds of things, and we hear a lot of hype in the industry. People say, oh boy, I got a new company, it's going great, it's great. Now, words are something, but evidence is another. What I like about what I've been seeing in the industry is, you know, every few months, new companies start. Every few months, a few companies go under. The main thing is, when it's hype, you can always tell because there's no evidence. What I like is the word evidence. You can probably notice that Well, you have people who will come to you and say, look, I got this business opportunity, you got to check it out. But there's no evidence. You go look it up, you go look for things, you'll see anybody making any money, maybe one or two people. But I would tell you this. I guarantee you that unlike any other company in the industry, we have more new people making money than any other company. New people typically have to wait and watch big leaders. In our company, we've watched more new people become big leaders in a matter of months. Not because we're great, but because we have put our money where our mouth is. We've set up a system and a structure so that you can be paid regardless of your height, weight, gender, or leadership, or years in the industry. You can do it because you do the work. And the company's not offering, we've not paid anyone any money to join us. We don't do that. We don't offer anyone special contracts to do it. Here's what happens. You perform or you don't perform. And what we're grateful and blessed by God with is that we have people who are serious enough about their own vision and their futures that they come in and they do that for their families. So congratulations to each of you that do that. And certainly, the next person that comes to you and says, yeah, man, this new company I'm in, it's great, it's awesome, it's hot off the charts, look for their evidence. Can you show me how it's going for you so far, or people in your company? And if they can only show you the same 2 people or 3 people in their company, you should run, because typically those are the signs. So I'm not here to bash companies. I think that our industry deserves to have as many great companies as possible. I'm only here to tell you to watch out for the noise versus the substance. We want to give you substance. We're not perfect, but we certainly believe in what you can do. That being said, I'm going to go back out and finish showing you how this thing works. So we talked about the business director level, right? I said it actually changes your lifestyle. It literally gives you a different quality of life. Then what I'm going to tell you now is, if you like the business director level, it's a lot of fun when you take a look at what's happening for our people that experience the vice president level. What's so important about this one? Well, certainly to whom much is given, much is required. It was a great day when we created this level for the company. We didn't start with this, and we only went up to the $300 level until our members began demanding. We want more and more and more and more, and we've been climbing. And what happened is they've come to us, and literally within our first 60 days of this one, we start seeing $4,500 checks and people so excited they earn the money, plastered all over the internet and videos. And I knew it because of the commission we were paying out. And just so exciting to see. And thinking about the millions of dollars we paid out last year, to see it happen for people, single mothers, freshly divorced fathers. We've seen it happen with retirees, people just have never been successful before. It was such a blessing to see what people are going through for their families and make it happen with the vision that we have for each person here. And you can be a part of it today. When you get back with the person that invited you here, that's how it will work. Here's what happens. The same structure, 6 people filling this business center, right, in any combination. You sponsor one, all of them or none of them, as long as it fills, you were paid $4,500 over and over again. When this happens, you have an e-wallet within your system. Many companies charge you for an e-wallet, right? And it costs you money to transfer to someone, right? It costs you money to upgrade. Well, I'm going to tell you something. We don't put fees on those types of things. There's only things there's fees for is when you get your payments, because if there's a bank wire and things like that. But let me tell you something. Talk about changing your life. Some of you don't know the last time you've seen $4,500. I'm here to tell you that we're grateful that we have the opportunity to pay it out to you every single time that you actually fill this business center. A lot of these people here who invited you here, they're here with you. They've probably already shown you theirs. You probably thought it was hype or a gimmick. Not at all. But I must continue. If I stop now, you might think that that's it. I want to spend time on what can help change your family's life. The pie in the sky things, yes, we have higher levels. You see, we have a level that pays out 10.5. We paid out a ton of those last year. We also have a level that pays 22.5. But I'm going to tell you something. This specific presentation is for everyone. Not just those who can climb at the high levels, but for those, an additional $900 every week or two will make a world of difference. For those who are here, and even to see $300 3 or 4 times a month would change your life. I'm here for everyone, not just those at the top. So let me tell you, we have, like any company that's going to be in business to provide for its people, we have a fee. And I don't call it a membership fee, it's a maintenance fee, right? With this maintenance fee, we take a portion of it, a good portion of it, and distribute it back out to you. So anytime you sponsor someone, when they pay their $25, we re-divvy it back up to you and give you a specific commission for it. So let's just take a look at what happens is you sponsor 4 people, okay? Just 4. And as we do that, if you take a look, once you have 4 people, you're getting paid $25. But watch how cool this is. When they sponsor 4 people, right? Then you got another $52. And when those people sponsor 4, you got another $116. And then, of course, when this 256 people sponsor 4, you're making another. When these next level sponsor, you get 120. Yeah, yes, but you're making $372 a month. Now, what's crazy is by the time everybody sponsors 4 through 5 levels, you're making $1,396 a month. Some of these guys have been here for a while, right? Over time, they've gone down through many levels. And what happens, you can see the difference. It drastically climbs and grows exponentially. That's just from the $25, has nothing to do with the business centers. That's a different set of income. But I can't stop. We have something called a President's Circle. In our President's Circle, it costs $300 one time to get started. But then you have some additional features and products, and then you got yourself a unit level bonus that you get to be paid through 12 levels. And at the same time, we offer 5 levels whenever you sponsor people into this, where you get paid, and it's crazy how that money adds up. We have an income estimator who will walk you through exactly how that works. I don't want to overwhelm you here in case you're new, and all this is new, but I will tell you that it's worth your while to understand that being a member of the President Circle enables you to be like some of the people you may have seen over the last year on stage or holding big checks up who have made $50, $100, $200, $300,000 with us. They did so because they were members of the President Circle. Not one of them made that kind of money that wasn't. So it's just some advice to let you know that's also an important part of the business here when you're going to grow at the higher levels. So we also have something called lifestyle car bonus. Most companies, when they give you car bonus, they require that you have to have earned it for 2 months in a row first, and then you can qualify in the 3rd month. We let you know as soon as you qualify for it, you're in like Flynn. That car bonus, the way it works is every time you sponsor 3 people or more into the President's Circle, you qualify for $500 car bonus. But at the same token, every time you sponsor 5 or more people at the business manager level or higher, you earn another $500, and there's no cap. Some of our members are paid out as much as over $12,000 in a month for their car bonus. Some $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. It varies in a broad range. But certainly, it's easier here than any other company in the market. In fact, there are people here who will tell you they've been in lots of companies. This is the first one they consistently make car bonus at. Why? Because this lifestyle bonus is something we didn't want to make it into a carrot where it's impossible to do. We wanted to put you in position to have a life change that affects your spouse, your children, or anyone else in your life that you love. Now, you may be wondering, it sounds good, but if I want to get started, what's my next step? The first step is whoever invited you here, get back with them, right? And or click on a link inside of the webinar if they've placed one in here. Then I tell you what else to do. Then once you get back with them, they'll help you decide which level to start at. And the rest is history. You can plug it to our 30-day blueprint, which will help you and be your upline and guide you while you're working this business and setting it up. That's it. That's how it works. Now, I recommend that you get started today, but you might have your own thing going. You might want to be a part of a company that is going to stand for you. Anyone here that invited you would tell you we have removed a lot of people from our company and have made it clear from the day we open our doors, we will not tolerate the mismanagement of use of our members or their money by leaders and things of that sort. It's for anyone and everyone who dares to be successful. So I ask you, or I tell you, and I remind you, if your family's worth it to get started, if you're in a business, you might as well be making money with it. That's something we do. We don't have all the hype and all the other things. We're not going to pay people to join us. You're either going to join us or you're not. And if you do, you're in a family of people that care and that will assist you and guide you in the direction so you can start seeing success on a consistent basis. My name is Dwayne Golden. I thank you so much for being here. God bless you and your family, and may 2015 be your best year ever. Take care.